Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Phantombit here, and today we're picking up where we left off Friday, which means we're jumping back into Shadows over Loathing, as I want to get towards completing some of these games. I have to get back to Deponia as well. We have Thunderbeard's story that we can do in World of Warcraft now that I have my main is fully leveled. I still have to level up all of the other characters. That being said, let's not waste too much time and get back into Shadows over Loathing. So at this point, we have cleaned the pocket watch that was our primary mission before. But I don't want to end today. Ooh. Hobo markings! The code reads Sandwich April 18, 1858. Huh? What's that about? Wait. 1858. What date? April 18th, 1858. Ah! It's a literal sandwich! You find something interesting. A flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date. So that's what the code was about. Okay. So I don't want to end today without having done more of these things that we've discovered, because I'm sure the night cycle and the day cycle, each of these places have different things you can do in each of those times. I'm not going to wander, though. I'm just going to go straight there, and maybe I'll run. You stop dead in your tracks when you see three of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurping at each other quietly, until one of them notices you. It and its two companions start stalking toward you, making wet, growling sounds.
Oh, jeez! What even are you guys?
Blurb.
Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were displaced by urban development, seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours?
The fishmen confer briefly. Evil?
Oh, okay, thanks, as long as we're on the same page.
Soda in the hole! You shake a dubious soda can until the ball starts to rattle. Then pop the tap and hurl it at the fishman. It explodes in a spray of sweet carbonated water, which they like, and glittering aluminum shrapnel, which they don't. The confluence of these two conflicting emotions confuses them plenty enough for you to make your escape. Woo! Mrs. Brewster's home for the traveling sailor. Hobo code. The code says, nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Ah, well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. If you're bored of the boarding house, you can always just leave. Okay, so it's only this building, not the other buildings around it. The door is locked. Isn't locked. Head inside.
Sure. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other.
Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once.
We won't get to the bottom of this with all of you acting like panicked school children. Miss Brewster, you've got to call the cops. Ha! What this town calls police, I wouldn't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a serious crime, and I won't have those hooligans turning my house upside down.
But there's been a murder. Somebody has to do something.
What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious. The men file upstairs, abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. Talk to the woman.
Excuse me.
Miss Brewster sighs, exasperated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Or, well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out.
One of those men said something about a murder.
Yes, it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night, and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. Side quest!
Maybe I can help. My name is Sir Barrow Ferdinand the 16th. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing.
Oh, like the Belgian fellow in the mystery novels?
What? Sure.
Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably.
Okay, it's a deal.
Thank goodness. What can
you tell me about the victim?
He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen.
What did he sell?
Oh, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea.
Well, how did he die?
I'm not sure. The body is missing. Look, you better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so that no one would mess around in there.
All right.
Bathroom's locked! This one. Ah. Only she's allowed. Okay, so first taking the evidence. Some high heel shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. Take the shoes. They'll be safer with you. You got extra high heels. Okay. Now we have to see how does it affect our walking. Makes you step higher. Let's see it. I like it. 3C. Unlock the door. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. You step into 3C and discover,
holy crap,
a massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight.
Holy jeez, is there even this much blood inside a person?
Check myself for clues.
I Sir Barrow Hubbard.
Smile.
Hey there, good looking.
Frown.
Oh, what's wrong?
Scowl.
Why, I honor.
Worry. Cringe. Freak out. You roll up the rug and, whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned into the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of a dodecagram. And it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing? It'd be best if you report Miss Brewster first.
Well, Miss Brewster, I've had a look at room 3C.
Did you find anything else?
Yes, actually, an occult ritual circle.
What am I? Oh my goodness! You think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice?
I'm afraid it looks that way, yes, ma'am.
Well, I've always felt a lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit.
Are any of your lodgers involved in the occult? Do you know?
I don't recall that one of them specializes in selling occult. I do recall occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. All right, 2C. No response. Try the knob, but the door is locked. What are you doing out in the hallway like that? Don't you know there's a murder on the loose?
I'm investigating the murder, actually.
Thank God somebody is.
What do you know about the other salesman here?
I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though all I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. Okay, so we have to map things out. He doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You knock on the door, and a salesman sticks his head out. Yes, how can I? Oh, hey, I know you.
Oh yeah, you're that guy selling pants from before, right?
That's me. What's up? Want to buy some pants?
Not just now. I'm investigating the murder.
Oh yeah, a real grizzly guy. Grizzly business.
Do you know the other salesmen that live here?
Not really, just the guy who sells those Deringer pistols? He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the Trinket and Baubles guy, because he keeps making a racket, dropping stuff on the floor all night, and probably doesn't help you much, though.
Well, thanks.
Okay, so what are you?
Who's there?
I'm gonna open the door with the killer on the loose.
I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help?
There's a salesman here who specializes in cult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
Which room is he in?
I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. So this is the victim. It's not this one. What do you sell? Knock on the door. Hello? Who are you?
I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people who live here?
Well, I'm pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above one who sells brushes.
Nothing, thanks.
Hello?
Hi, I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman?
I don't know any of these guys, although I think there's a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with the guy who sells pants? Okay, so brushes and pants down there. Got it. And what did you say about? Some guy who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next. Well, yeah. Hey there, something I can help you with?
I'm investigating the murder.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here.
I don't know, really know any of these guys. There's a fella who sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor. I think there's a guy that sells pants. But all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. Salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who sells brushes. No, that's the pants guy. You're constantly complaining, so jokes and gags is above you. And he doesn't live at the same end. Oh, so it's 3B.
Who lives in 2C? I don't answer the door knocked.
That's because 2C's my room.
Oh, well, I can have a look. Can I have a look inside?
Certainly not. That's private. And you can't possibly imagine I would kill my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. I mean, H.H. Holmes. Henry Howard Holmes did that. We're in that right time period. J'accuse. Have you solved the case yet?
Well, I've figured out who the occultist is. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information.
Are you certain you know which one he is? I won't have you accusing the wrong fellow.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Shall we gather everyone together and at the scene of the crime so you can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels?
Sure, you won't.
I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing. You head to 3C, and after a few minutes, Mrs. Brewster meets you there with the salesman in tow.
All right. Well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here today.
I assume it was so you could tell us who did the murder. Yeah, that's my guess, too. 3B.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, this killing probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult's goods salesman, who is 3B.
Yeah! J'accuse.
Right. Well, as... What?
No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder?
I think you're the only likely candidate.
Yes. That's crazy! You're crazy!
Tell it to the cops, but...
Suddenly the wardrobe door flies open, and a salesman jumps out. Haha, fooled you! I fooled you all pretty good.
What the? Who the heck are you?
I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags and stuff. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream?
Oh my god.
Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. Wear it in good health. A foot's ring. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. Well, that could have gone worse. The occultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I believe he'll get over it. Here's your pay.
Thank you, glad to help.
I'd say I'll call if I ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'll make sure. I'm just gonna throw everyone out. Okay. That takes care of that one. The Eerie House. Dirk has something to do with St. Polycarp's. He was one of the last 3 in the guest book. Well, here's an unusual sight. 4 Glocklins are playing their glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. It involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square with precise timing, so they aren't paying any attention to you or anything else, really. It does kind of look like fun, but you definitely don't know the steps and would only cause total chaos. It would be simpler just to attack them, since a brawl would probably result anyways. Ignore them. You successfully ignore your way out of this weird situation. This is a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan constantly rising in pitch. Ugh. You knock, but hear no response, so you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. A tired-looking man is playing a cello.
Well, who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name's Sir Beowulf Ferdinand the 16th.
Well, I'm Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it is vital I continue playing.
What are you doing?
There is a darkness beneath my house.
Did you check the fuse box?
No,
There's probably that then.
Listen to me. I had a dream, a premonition, of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house, and then the neighborhood, and then the world.
Whoa, that's quite a dream.
It was not a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement, and there was indeed a rift. As of now, it is still small. I must keep playing this cello to prevent it from growing any larger. Do you mind if I have a look at it?
I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Probably just a trick of the light, plus your anxiety over the nightmare.
You're probably right. Just an old man jumping at shadows, I suppose.
Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, everything is fine.
Uh-oh. Maybe convincing Zimmerman to stop playing his cello wasn't a good idea after all. It would appear that two ghosts are playing a very spited, haha, game of chess. Spirited, haha, game of chess. Every one of these moldering books is titled Blood. The day stand has become a nightstand. This chair is finally not right side up. This chair seems to be having a hard time remaining stationary. A vicious black sludge bubbles in the teapot. Take some. You got an item. Bubbling black sludge. Ah! At least the plates had the courtesy to disappear entirely instead of leaving a pile of shards laying around. This chair is barely there. Moths have eaten all of the contents and most of the container. This table has slipped the surely bonds of the floor. This shelf full of trophies from murder competitions. This chair is whispering. Sit on me. Do it. You sit on the chair for a few minutes, and nothing bad happens. Apparently, it was all bark and no bite. The cabin is full of sheet music. Examine the pieces. You pull out a sheet, and it's a piece entitled "All Arbeit and No Spiel Makes Ernst a Dull Boy." Go down. Oh, geez. That sure is a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Well, nuts. Everything in the shelf is either evaporated or expired. Boxes are moldy sheets. It's a black hole in here. Oh, really? You find yourself in an infinite black void, or well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have this uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try to process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Dampen it. Okay. Nega energy. Inert spike of nega energy. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of the same kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or just plain raw darkness. It has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest, about where its sternum should be. And as you draw near, you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy. Kind of like heat coming from a radiator, except also the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absent-mindedly flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like, say, if you try to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest, size it up. Creature looks extremely weak, almost docile. Pry the crystal. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls its long, spindly arms flail ineffectively as you, barely cognizant of your actions, plunge your hand into its murky flesh, fingers questing through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, cracking, snapping like dry branches. You grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. The crystal is both warm and cold in your hand and has a slight buzzing vibration. Take it with me. Yes, something tells you that this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. Nice. It occurs to you that taking the weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now, and you'd prefer to keep it. Mine.
Ernst Zimmer is looking pretty nervous about the whole situation. Hey, Ernst.
Hello. Check out this neat crystal I found. What is that? Where did you get that?
It was inside the rift.
It makes me uncomfortable. Can I have it?
No, it's mine.
You found it inside my house.
It was in another dimension.
Another dimension in my house.
Forget it. I have bad news.
What do you mean?
Remember how I said everything was fine?
I do remember that, yes. Are you telling me that you were incorrect?
Let's just say that your house is incredibly haunted now.
Ugh. I should not have trusted you. We are both fools. Did the rift open?
Oh, yeah.
No. What are we going to do? If you were me, you'd leave, because that's what I'm doing.
Don't worry. I'll think of something.
What about that crystal?
That swell crystal you found Ernest Zimmer's basement.
I have a feeling there's some puzzle to this. Like, do this one, this one. This one. Smash the crystal. You pull a hammer out of your inventory, or if you don't actually have a hammer, whatever object would be most hammer adjacent, and give the crystal a solid thwack. It makes a sound like a baby being torn in half and bursts into glittering shards that shoot off into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, I was going to say massive earthquake, but since you aren't standing on ground, you wouldn't feel that. It's more of an everything thing. You should probably get at him. You dive back through the rift just before it collapses, vanishes, heals. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Ernst Zimmerman's basement, not some kind of horrible between dimensions purgatory. You run up the stairs and tell Ernest the good news.
I fixed it. I closed the rift.
You did? That's wonderful. I owe you my life and probably also my house's life. Here, take this cello. I have no further need of it, and it will be quite frank with you. The thought of playing it ever again only pains me. Yay! That's gonna be Moxie damage. Because it's an instrument. Weapons. Yeah, Zimmer's. Oh no, it's muscle. Oh yeah, Moxie is muscle is the right? No. Oh well. Unpleasant hymnal. Crack it open and deal your muscle in spooky dummy. Yeah, we're keeping that one. Okay. XP. I have 70. You know what? Let's get these basic ones. And we'll go for this one next, because that one's going to be help us level more quickly. Now, you take a wrong turn into an underground coffee house. Just as a thinly mustachioed man demands any decent person to defend the formal vulgarity of Joyce's Ulysses. I don't have the mox. Oh, wow. This rock is steaming. Confront it. You reassure the rock that everything is going to be okay, and it slows off some of its rage. Logistic resin. Amble away. No! Why do all of the rocks in this shard have creepy glyphs painted on them? Weird. $11.10.82. We'll have to go back to the newspaper.
What is it?
This is...
Nobody here but me and these 4 urns.
Urns?
5 urns. Go away.
I'm milk delivery person. Got your milk.
I'm drinking that fat water. Get lost.
I'm selling fine level jackets.
Don't want any. Buzz off.
Congratulations, you won a sweepstakes.
Fat chance. Never won nothing. Didn't.
Hello? I'll be back later. Okay. Mailroom, not mailroom, the... You notice a strangely discolored patch of curb next to a sewer grate. The concrete appears to have absorbed a significant quantity of magical sewer energy. Like the sample. It's strange. Stone like this is normally only found close to ley lines lane line intersections, and sewers and ley lines are very different. Almost opposite things. Glowing ooze. Newsroom. We're going to the newsroom. $82. You found something interesting. The cover story for that date is the sinking of the Pocode, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says that the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. You're really starting to enjoy doing this kind of research. Ah, Newshound. How simultaneously tragic and adorable. Desperately trying to go down with the ship. What does Newshound? Gain extra XP from learning new things from the newspaper archive.
Yes.
Dirch, I would like to talk to you about your acquaintance. The Ocean City back alley, you find some strange graffiti. An unsolved long division problem. Solve it. You make short work of that long division. I want to ask you about the pourquoi.
All right, you better come in.
Elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. The cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. This cot smells like filthy old man sleep. This nightstand looks like it's been dredged up from an old shipwreck. There's a blubber lamp on top of it. An old gray-bearded man in the sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. Talk to him.
What'd you want?
Well, I'm from Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know the newspaper?
Don't trust the newspaper, nor newspaper reporters neither.
Well,
Nor otters.
fortunately, I'm not one of those three things. Can I ask you about the pourquoi?
Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We hit a funny rock. All hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now?
Well, it's a slow news day. What was funny about the rock?
You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean?
Can't say I have.
Me neither. And I've been sailing that route for years.
So, when you say funny rock, you didn't mean ha-ha. What's with the rocks in your front yard?
I ain't know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put.
Did they just come with the house?
New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, nothing, I guess. How many men were in your crew?
There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. He looks askance through Verns.
And,
The other one, so 5.
what was the fifth sailor's name?
I recall. He was new, just signed on for the last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest.
Eerie?
Spooky, and that's all I got to say about him.
You have a lot of urns.
Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except that 5th feller weren't never found. I recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew, right and proper though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them.
Did you ever visit the little cathedral?
Sure used to go and pay my respects once in a while, back before my knees started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to around here to her.
Do you talk to the urns?
Yep. We shoot the breeze, relieve old glories and such.
You say that like they talk back.
They do. And I can see from your face that you don't believe me. So you can ask them yourself, landlubber.
I guess I'll have to chat with your urns then.
Fine. But if you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of this chit chat.
I'm done with the questions. Hello?
The urn doesn't respond.
Anyone there?
You look around and make sure the captain is asleep, then mutter gruffly to the urn. Yar! There, sailor. You can speak freely now. I got rid of that no-good landlubber. Muffled whispers sounding voice replies. Yar, captain! Reckon they was trying to sell me a newspaper. Pay it no mind. Aye, captain. So, sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, You're not talking of one, are you, matey? I suppose you never were come to that. Pegleg?
Oh,
So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's ship-shape, haha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's reminisce about old times. Great, I love hearing your voice. Your stories of nautical adventures. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got named Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my leg, right? Got a peg leg? Sure. How'd you get that? I got it because I lost the original one? I'd assume so, yeah, yar. But how? Wait, weren't you there when it happened? Time for a nap. Talk to you later. So, how you been doing there, handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. Feel like talking over old times? Why not? Right then, which particular yarn from your past have you got on your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me? Fella next to you is less handsome Jeff, eh? So, is this judgment of your relative appearances literal, or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yar? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Oh yes, of course I do. Gotta go, bye. Anything you mind, Captain? Well, like what? Well, I don't know, just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Oh, right, those old times, right. Sure, right. You are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yar, we sure did. Many of them. Everything going alright? Aye, Captain. Never cloud in the sky. Good, great. Are you in a chatty mood? Oh, sure, yar. Well, you know me, Captain. Man, a few words and all. Happy to listen, though. Right, well, I actually was wondering to know your name. There. Barnacle Face? What about it? Well, I was just wondering. Why? I mean, of course I know why, but If you have any insights into, you never actually said that is, you've never asked before. So I thought you already. Right. Obviously, I already. Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, it's fine. Okay, yeah, good yar. I suppose you never were. So, well, as you were then, I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes? Smokes as in cigarettes? Aye. What does an urn want with cigarettes are? Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like usual, please. Yar. Do I have cigarettes? No. Fishing rod, caked in salt. Either it hasn't been cleaned a very long time, or the captain uses it to catch horses. Salty fishing rod. Captain shrieks, "Horse!" in his sleep. Ishmael shies away. He must be nervous about overall state of the affairs in the house. Examine the lamp. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue, though. It's a simple device. A glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stuck into it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue, though. Just a really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Great. Just again. Say it again. Blubber lamp. I never get tired of that. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Yes. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Amazing. Say it again. Blubber lamp. I think this is just repeat now. Aw, you're no fun. Sounds like my little brother. A wash basin is full of salt water. This guy really committed to the whole deal. Salt water, fish it. I got a root beer taffy. And last, we need to also talk to a thin, nervous-looking man in a suit. Stops you.
Excuse me, do you fear for your safety in this dangerous city full of hoodlums and criminals?
Well, I didn't until you said that. I ain't afraid of anything, least of all death. I carry 3 spare changes of underwear. I've already used one today.
And it's a good thing you met me.
I have a solution for you right here. What are you selling? He holds up a small case and opens it, displaying a selection of the tiniest pistols you've ever done to see. Get ringers. With one of these up your sleeve, in your sock, or whatever you can think to hide it, personal self-defense is right at your fingertips. Huh. Are concealed pistols legal in this state? What? Probably. Sure. How much? Yours for only 30 meat. It's Moxie. I don't use that. I have no need for a gun. No thanks. Alright, well, if you get murdered, don't come crying to me unless it's to buy a debringer. Okay. Murray. It's Charles Wallace. Speak to him. Charles seems preoccupied. He keeps checking his pocket and the drawer of his desk. Lose something? I seem to have misplaced my chuck. The chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key? It's a little twisted thing that tiny chick on the drill. Any idea where you lost it? It can't have gone too far. The cord of this thing got stuck on the outlet, and it's not long enough for me to drill anything. And that isn't in this neighborhood. I could help you look for it. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's got to be nearby. Just wander around and I'll sure turn up. This button on your map labeled Wanderer. Okay. I saw your
name in the visitors' books at St. Polycarp.
Oh, sure. I do a little whittling to pass the time now and again. And sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles. Here, have one. Gargoyle charm.
Oh, neat.
Anything? Oh, nothing for now. Okay. So I need a pack of cigarettes. As a barrel huffer, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new treatment of the storefront next door. Tenant.
What? Why is that up to me?
Somebody's got the date. There's 30 applicants for the place.
Okay.
The first applicant is truncheons and bludgeons. This fella is really excited about weaponry. The second is Jardware's hardware. I guess if your name is Jardware and your options for rhyming business names are pretty limited. And the last applicant is Yield Chemiker. Some SIT science lady who wants to sell potions. So I either get a place where I can buy weapons, a place where I can buy equipment or potions. Weapons it is. Yeah, okay. I'll get them moved in and get next storefront ready for applicants. Hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude, or because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, score! Why are you smoking? Murray's desk, pile of books and papers. You get a weird feeling about it for some reason. Investigate. Nestled among the books and papers is a book of old, but still valid, postage stamps, with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute. Cute dogs? That's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh, dang, of course. The stamp was destroyed. The stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear, the tears. That tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already, because Murray being your uncle and all, But now, it's extra personal. Grrr. What's up? These stamps.
These stamps have shadow gunk on them. And one of them killed my luggage.
Oh my gosh. I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and found those inside Murray's desk. I don't even think to test them. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's whatever is causing this damn shadow stuff. I'm definitely not going to put a stop to it. Wait, how many of these stamps have you used?
Just the one, thankfully. The rest must have been gone when Murray found them. All the books are in Latin. Never learned Latin myself, so who knows if it's the history of the Roman Empire we got there or adult stuff. Could be both. You know, any Latin. Sir, you know any Latin, Sir Beerhofer? I mean, I personally do, but that's not an option. Are you kidding? Yeah, they said it's a dead language, but I think nothing ever really dies. It just ends up in our store. Cheese I've smelt! You select a random book from the Latin language collection. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Appears to be about graphic design in the Holy Roman Empire. Hard to imagine that knowledge becoming relevant to your quest, but hey, now you know where to find it. But what's this? You got an item. Jesus, I have smelt. How'd this slip in there? Better take it. Clearly too modern to have any resale value in an antique shop. Anyways. Great! Magna! Cheeses I smell. Queso pastrano. Books. Read. You read the author's account of the world's worst smelling cheeses. It inspires you to feats of great stench. You got the skill, queso justilento. There's an epilogue, but due to misprint, it's in really, really small typeface. You could read it, but it's gonna take some effort. You do. Now is not the time. You flip through. Okay. There's advanced recipes in the back. Go to sleep. Dream World! You're dreaming, so it probably isn't safe to look too closely at your character sheet right now. Oh, your favorite pants! Gone! It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey, Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand it's, in retrospective, that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in the 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey! If this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. Jerk. It's that creepy Crimbo lady from the refrigeration factory. Now a literal nightmare form.
Excuse me, I need to get past you.
Why? Are you in a hurry to wake up? Darling, it's Crimbo. You must be making merry.
Crimbo's still months away.
But it's always Crimbo in your dreams, dear.
Oh,
Merry Crimbo, dearie. I didn't have time to properly introduce myself before. I'm Dark Noel. In an affectation of Goofy as her name, she curtsies.
Dark Noel, eh? You're really taking this motif seriously. Right down to your weird, evil-looking Crimbo hat.
Her smile falters a little. Evil looking? I told you at the refrigeration factory. It's just a... Wait. She points at the weird device she's holding at her hat. It starts beeping as fast, irregular patterns. You're telling me that you can see the special Crimbo magic with your eyes?
Yes. If that's what it is.
This is decidedly unfestive news. I'd better talk to the president.
You mean you want to talk to Calvin Coolidge about your Crimbo hat?
I want to talk to the real president about you.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yes, that's the problem, dear. Then I'll see you soon with the solution. She scowls and jumps off the edge of whatever this you're standing on is. Ominous. The bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. You grab a book at random and the bookshelf poofs out of existence. The Melting Mind. The only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you the exact moment you went to sleep.
I did that, though.
No, you didn't.
I did! I asked Freddy to hold all of my stuff, and he said yes.
You don't even know Freddy.
Fine, you caught me.
Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed.
What the heck, who are you?
You may call me Don Tabaron. I represent a certain organization, shall we say, like-minded criminals.
Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss? In my room, personally?
No. I am not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation of Donald.
Oh, well, that's confusing.
It has been a matter of some confiscation, yes. I do have sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much.
What is it?
Donnie Thesaurus.
I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words.
That is very astute of you. Of course, this astution comes as no surprise to me. My associates tell me you handle yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium.
I can handle myself well at all times. Do you actually own a thesaurus?
I am here to propond for your considerationing
a certain proposition.
Come again?
I'm here to make you an offer.
Oh, can I refuse it?
Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisatory.
What's the offer?
From time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucrative arrangements with certain capable individuals. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus ascribed.
So you want me to contract work for the mob?
Exactingly.
Okay, sure.
An excellent decision, if I may articulate such.
So what happens now?
Just sit tight. As they say, we will call upon you, telephonically.
He gives you a curt nod and leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. All right, then. Okay, what was this? Oh, combat skills. Saying I've gotten them. Yeah. The melting mind. Deal an opponent mysticality to deal an opponent's mysticality to them itself in hot damage. Hot damage. You read the weird book, including all the several page-long footnotes. The parts in different typeface and orientations, and the parts written in languages you don't speak. You can't help but think there's more to the story than this, though. Maybe you should read it again? See, we need awesome. This. Because that's going to be, this and this are going to help us get the experience. We can actually get everything unlocked that we want.
Hey there, Sir Barrow Huffer. How'd you sleep?
Fine until a mob guy crawled into my bedroom window.
Oh yeah, the window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass, the directional kind, not the circles kind. The Detectotron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake.
I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow?
Nope. But I have something else that's even better than that.
2 cars?
A bus pass! The stop up front is your gateway to the whole wide world of adventure.
Swell, thanks.
You got an item, crystal-like postcard, a location unlocked, Crystal Dream Lake Lighthouse.
Is a postcard.
It has a map of the lake on it.
It has a picture of the lake on it.
Yeah, and what a map. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place.
Guess I can't argue with that logic.
You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Dawn T on the telephone. You dial a number.
Salutations. Whom is telegraphing, I might inquire?
Dawn, it's me, Sir Barrow Huffer.
Ah. You recipientated my missive. Commendable.
Yeah, what's up?
There is an assignment for which I require your performation.
An assignment?
Variety comedic sort. I might refer to it as an undertaking.
You want me to kill someone? Okay.
Your eagertude is appreciated. Permit me to elaboratize upon the missive parametrics.
Uh-huh.
There is an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream Lake, Grandpa Joe's distillery to be precise. It was abandoned by Prohibition when Prohibition began, albeit with its liquor manufacturing equipment intact. A group contrapossessive to our own has claimed it as their territory, and we wish these bloodsuckers to be evicted with extreme prejudice.
So, you want me to give the bum's rush to a bunch of rival mob goons?
There is no underground criminal organization that rivals our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intentioning that you will observe in that phraseology a high degree of literalness. The group to which we are referencing are Nosferatu.
What?
Nosferatu, Langshire, Strigoi, Draculas,
Vampires, okay, I get it. But you're telling me that there are actual vampires in this part of the world?
Affirmative. They have been a pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism.
I didn't notice. Alright, I'll take care of your vampires. I guess it isn't that much weirder than the fishman wears this distillery.
Don Toblerone gives you directions to the place, eventually.
Additional to that, you will be requisitioning the combination of the lock.
Let me guess, is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Certainly not. Kindly allow us to the credit of a modicum of operational securitizing. We selected the most unassailable combination possible. 9999.
Alright, boy.
Aha. The blonde flapper cracks her chewing gum, then gives you a sharky grin, a little bit of a wave. Hi there, sugar. You're Sir Bill Huffer.
Who's asking?
Oh, look at you being all tough and mysterious. Well, Molly Buttons is who's asking, sugar. And I do like games, but don't push your luck with me.
Okay, you got it. So how do you know my name?
Boss sent me a lend your hand, and to keep an eye on you, savvy?
What? Hey. Now I put in my 2 weeks notice before I left, Poughkeepsie. Fair and square.
No, not that boss, you oil can. The boss.
The boss?
You know, the mob boss.
Oh, that the boss.
Sheesh, I can't tell if you got a screw loose or if you're just fanning in me.
I like to keep people guessing. So you're supposed to partner up with me?
That's the deal, McNeil.
And do what? What's a 20-something girl like you doing working for the mob anyways?
Hey, now, I ain't just a pretty face.
She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air, and catches it with a mad glitter in her eye.
Holy jeez! Put that away before someone sees it. Cripes, you have to whisper the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun around in public?
So we teaming up or what?
Sure, why not? Welcome to the party.
I'm gonna go with,
I've always got room for a gun-toting cutie pie.
Aw, are you flirting with me? That's real sweet, but I got a sweetheart already. No offense, but she's cuter than you.
Shucks. Well, welcome to the party anyway.
Peachy, you want I should come with you right now, or cool my heels at the purple door for a while?
Hey, Gabby, mind waiting for me at the purple door?
Okay, you have it.
You got it. Like, let's hit bricks.
Hit the bricks.
the shopkeeper is big, beefy, friendly-looking guy.
Hi, I'm Sir Bureau Huffer.
Well, hello there, my friend. Ian Jorgensen. Glad to meet you.
He grabs your hand, meaty handshake.
So you sell weapons here?
Oh, yeah. If you need any kind of device that take advantage of leverage and momentum to apply a large amount of force to a small impact point, you've come to the right place, you betcha.
Cool. What's for sale?
Darn it. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get all three of these. So eventually we'll get the other two. Okay, cool. Did we send a new hobo over here two times ago? Nothing hovers towards you. I mean, something hovers towards you, but that something is literally nothing. Let me try that again. A thing that appears to be a hole in physical space, the opposite, not just of matter, but of existence, hovers towards you. Though, through it, you can see the faint twinkling light of ancient dying stars, and the black smoke drifting out of it appears to be more of itself, more nothingness, or perhaps anti-thingness leaking into this world. Is that a better description? I think it'll have to do. Oh, here comes another one. Yay! Spider! Speedray! Ow. Heal myself.
Jeez.
You. Yeah, that's the one that is worse, but we're fine. Capney. That's good. 5 XP.
Nice.
Ah, yes. This hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile and a thumbs up. Talk to her.
Ah, there, Dusty.
Oh, there, Dusty, right?
That's me. And your name is Sir Barrow Huffer.
Got it in one.
Right? Hi, keeping friend.
Oh, no complaints that would make any sense to describe. Got any hobo code?
Oh, let us give you the lowdown on code, eh? Sure, I can teach a character or two.
Awesome.
It's real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. I think we can get a poker game together if I can find anyone with a full deck.
Hey, see you around.
Okay. To the bus stop. Crystal Lake. Chapter 2. Okay, so we have entered chapter. I don't want... I need to mosey around here to find that key. There we go. Do you have cigarettes I can buy? As you're walking past one of the Ocean City's mainly disused public urinals, you notice, as you investigate further for some reason, you notice that one of them, ice... Yay! More of these! You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the 5th urn, you put the captain in Dirge's voice again. Arr, matey, your smokes be upon the table you want. Appreciate, Captain. And you hide behind the captain, who is snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside, and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. What'd you know? You can try to push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. You tilt the book forward and nothing happens, so you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. You flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find one of the page corners turned down. A diagram on this page shows 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for the bookshelf-based secret doors, and on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you like. Hey, what are you doing in,
Were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here.
Yeah, even if, as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How'd you find me?
I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes.
Oh, that was you, huh? That captain's voice didn't sound quite right.
So what's the deal?
Well, it basically just what it looks like.
It looks like you're hiding in an old man's house to rob him while he sleeps.
In that case, it's not at all what it looks like.
I'm listening.
I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea cabin must have had a secret treasure, right?
He wasn't a pirate.
No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall.
You didn't find that strange?
He was a little spooked at first, but since I got a handle on it, and the different voices should sound, and learn enough to keep up the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right?
So, that's all. You do this just because you feel sorry for him?
Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good, and his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for two people. He's a good guy, and it's a real easy life. Don't screw this up for us, okay?
Wait,
What is it to you anyway?
I'm here about the stolen urn.
Oh, yeah, that was probably a mistake. He'd mentioned the fifth sailor a few times, so I thought he might have liked to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from that little cathedral and to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
I figure needs it back.
Okay. It'll be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? Cabin doesn't open them, so you won't notice if there aren't no ashes in it. Okay. So we go get one of the identical urns from here. Molly notices some tin cans scattered in and out and stops to stack them into a pyramid. Let's do some bean shooter practice. Every little bit helps. Anyway, my finger's getting itchy.
Seems like maybe we shouldn't be shooting guns in the middle of a city.
Ah, baloney. It's copacetic. The fudge here ain't worth a plugged nickel. And who else is gonna raise a beef when we're clearly healed?
I'll take your word for it, as soon as I figure out what it is.
Da, 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 da. Oh, and place the urn. Yay, side quests!
Wonderful!
I'll get you polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make the blessings literal. I have some holy water of Saint Polycarp here somewhere. Ah, here we go. I it burns! I'm kidding. Say, whose ashes are and those aren't anyways?
Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore
Near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow. He was interred here as an act of charity.
Was that about 50 years ago, give or take?
Oh no. It was more like 300 years ago.
Interesting.
Okay. Now we can go. But honestly, +1 muscle. That's probably a great place to call this episode here. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night. Catch y'all later.